I'm impressed. I expected Ash.
Ash is here too. He's inside me, lending me his strength.
Second-order hyperresonance. You've surpassed your original. You are now a true human being. You've stepped across a sea of corpses and made it here. Now, join me, Luke. We will destroy the planet's memory and overturn the score of final judgment.
No.
Well, well. Why not?
I finally understand what it is I wanted. I wanted you to acknowledge me, to accept me as a human being, not a replica.
Yes, and you have become a human being.
But that's not enough. You said to me, can you not live unless you were born for some purpose? I'm not living for anyone else. There's no special meaning in living. When I sensed my own death, I wanted to live. I know now. That's all I needed. So, I don't need you anymore. It doesn't matter if you accept me or not. Here I am, alive!
You've acquired some impudent wisdom.
Van, people can change, just as Luke has. Reconsider one more time. The planet's memory may exist just as you say, but is it really absolute? Luke isn't here because it's written. He's here because he chooses to be. The planet's memory is one possible choice for a future, but only people make that choice.
That isn't absolute either. You might not be choosing, but rather being made to choose.
If so, maybe you're being made to choose to destroy the planet's memory. If you say you've decided to erase the planet's memory of your own will, then that itself is proof that the planet's memory isn't absolute.
That's an empty argument. Yulia's score represents the planet's memory I speak of. The destruction of mankind is written in it. The destruction of the planet's memory is not.
So you will carry out that destruction with the originals, then create a replica world. That's no different than those who let Hod be destroyed. That's why Ash rejected you. Didn't you resent the destruction of Hod and despise those who caused it?
I did. But I must do whatever it takes to destroy the absolute path of the planet's memory.
It's strange to hear that from such a wise man. People and planets all eventually die. Regardless of whether the planet has a memory or not, that alone is guaranteed. Even if the absolute path you speak of exists, people have the right to choose their own path to destruction.
Fitting words for a necromancer. Everything dies. It's merely a matter of time. But the planet's memory calls for it too soon. I cannot accept perishing early the way you can.
But you're trying to destroy the originals even earlier than the planet's memory. You hate the score so much, you're shackled to it more than anyone else.
Perhaps so. No, all of us are bound to the future we call the score.
We believe we can choose our future.
I know the future is predetermined. As I thought, it would seem we cannot see eye to eye. Draw your weapons. I'll take you all on at once.
Van, prepare!
It is now time for us to raise the cross.
The phonic hymns. Their melody will indeed awaken Lorelei. But you don't know the true wish contained in those hymns. They won't work on me.
No, brother. I do know. I can feel the thoughts and emotions Yulia placed in these hymns.
If that's true, Mysteria, then sing. Now, for me.
I'm so dead.
Take this!
Sonic Blast!
Such lamentation!
I'm not doing too well.
Return the soul from the abyss of death. Resurrection!
Stalagmite!
Thanks for the help. Gangs of Hell, rise! Sword Devil's Law!
Take this! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Watch yourself, thanks.
That helps.
I'm so dead.
For now, at least. I screwed up. Sorry for the trouble.
Such lamentation! I'll destroy Imperial Slaughter!
No, wait.
Take this!
This is not good. We all right?
Light Spear Cannon!
Take this! Radiant!
Piercing Flash!
Sing,
Light Power!
Demonic Tiger Blade! Sorry for the Tempest!
Negative shake!
Demonic Roar! Thunderland!
Impaling
Feel better?
Ground Deck!
Void Tip! Not doing too well. Thunderland!
No! Not yet!
Die!
Too slow! Have you forgotten? I'm the one who taught you the sword.
Release Lorelei!
You've grown strong.
Van.
To think you could push me this far. It seems I have no choice but to unleash this terrible power within me.
This force! So this is the power of Lorelei!
So, he's finally used it. But I will be victorious!
You have strong allies, Luke.
They've supported me through everything. For their sake, I can't lose. No. For my own existence, I will not lose!
When you use Lorelei's power, your control over Lorelei weakens. Luke recognized that and forced you to use it. The same Luke you refused to acknowledge for so long. Luke will not... No, we will not lose!
I commend you for making me use this power. I would expect no less from my student. But that, too, ends now. Goodbye. Luke!
I'm not doing too well.
All right, Tyr, I need you to get a revitalize up because now is the time to finish the promise.
No way!
Take this! Take this! Radiant Dragon! A violent force! Splash! Enough of you! Dark and storm down, loose thy blade and run mine enemies through! Thunder blade!
So dead! Piercing flash! Light flash!
Behold the power of Lorelei! Farewell! Ancient Requiem!
I screwed up.
Return the soul.
Judgment! Take this!
Return the
Radiant
soul.
Dragon!
Here. Resurrection.
Judgment! Take this!
Devil's Inferno! So dead.
Want to see how strong I really am?
Light spear cannon! Sorry. Can't win. Watch yourself, sorry.
Sing, ha, sing, sing, ha, take this!
Radiant Dragon! Take this!
Sing, ha, sing,
Lightning Tiger Heart!
can I?
O maddening gala of the spirits of the earth.
Tiger! Sword light spear! I'm not doing too well. Incinerate all! Raising Phoenix! Thunderland!
My size is not good! Take this! Radiant Dragon! Radiant Dragon!
Bring it on! Screwed up.
Take this! Radiant
Light spear cannon! I'm not doing too well.
Thanks, that helped. Sing!
Watch yourself.
Damage
Take this!
Can I?
I screwed up.
Enough of you!
Sorry for the trouble.
Die!
This is
Watch
not
yourself.
good.
Light spear cannon!
Behold the power of Lorelei! Farewell! Ancient Requiem!
Here to die.
Sing! Sing!
Take this! Radiant Dragon! Out of my sight! Be gone!
Ha! Sing! Ha! Sing! Present strike!
Piercing flash! Light flash!
Can I?
Watch yourself. Sorry.
Tiger!
Light spear cannon!
Prepare yourself! Negative kick!
Ha! Feel lightning! Sing! Sing! Sword Rain Alpha!
Enough! Take this! Radiant Dragon!
Understood.
Sing!
Cover and light spear cannon!
Watch out!
Thanks for the help.
Out of my sight!
Light spear cannon!
Resurrection!
Take this! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Thanks. That helps. Feel better? Thanks for the help. Tiger Blade! Light spear cannon!
Take this! Radiant Strike!
Sorry, but
Out of my sight! Out of my sight!
Thanks.
Out of my sight!
Damn it! What is this power?
Lorelei is going out of control within Van. It's drawing in our phonons. At this rate, our life itself will be drained.
No!
Luke, the second order hyperresonance. It can neutralize any phonon.
I'm going to free Lorelei. Tyr, help me!
Right.
Querese quadio tuese, quadio se tuelio leinem, liuse, parese te, nel tuelio te cru, liule quadio se revesere. Pane vale, pane vasele, Claudio Gronel Tele, Claudio Seleva, Levane, Cotele, Telese, Claudio Tese, Claudio Setelio, Luse, Parece
The seventh melody. You've learned it, Tyr.
I remembered. You sang it to me while I cried. You knew what the phonic hymn meant. You were telling me everything, right from the start. Thank you, Van.
Farewell, Mysterica.
Master Van!
Stop! After all that's happened, you still call me Master. You fool. Forgive me, my brethren.
Master Van! Thank you!
Goodbye, my beloved brother.
All right. Everybody hurry up and escape. I'll stay here and free Lorelei.
Luke!
It's my promise to Lorelei. This is what I need to do. Jade?
Luke, how you've changed.
I was really bad, wasn't I?
But no matter how much you change or regret your actions, not all of what you've done will be forgiven. And that's why you must come back alive. Rather, I hope you do.
Jade, shut up.
Sorry.
I'll be waiting. It's lonely being a servant without a master.
Hey, you're not my servant anymore.
So I'm not a servant in the manor. I'd still serve as your friend.
You're being stupid.
So hurry back home. I'll never forgive you if you just disappear.
You knew, huh?
When you come home, I'm gonna teach you not to hide things from your friends.
Annis?
I knew too. I wasn't as sure as Guy, but
What are you talking about?
you're an easy read. But I have to have you come back alive.
You're not expecting me to... We're not...
No. I'm going to reform the order for Ion. But in order to do that, I need a patron. So, come home.
Whatever.
Luke, live. Please. I don't want to lose any more people dear to me.
Natalia.
Not to protect Kim Laska. To live your life. Understand?
I wanted to live.
You will. You cannot disappear. You cannot.
Thanks.
Master!
Your job's done now. Go home and be proud of what you did.
I'll be waiting for your return, Master!
Thanks.
Come home.
Tear.
You have to come home. You have to. I'll be waiting. Always.
I will. I promise. I'll come home.
Luke, I love you.
Tyr!
So the world did not vanish. To think the future I saw would be rewritten. You have done admirably.
So that's that. We've made it to the end of Let's Play Tales of the Abyss Blind. That was one hell of an adventure. And I'm so glad I revisited the game. Again, I'll explain that one last time in case anybody came in, past Axariuth. That would have been the last time I think I explained it. So, on my old channel, back in 2013, I had started a Let's Play of this game. And I had started a blind Let's Play of this game, of course. And I had fully intended to complete the game. However, the copy of the game I had got to the first battle with Ash in Yulia City and froze, and I could never progress past it. And time passed. Many people asked me, when's Abyss coming back? When's Abyss coming back? And I just never got around to it until one day I was finally like, you know what? I'm going to order this new copy of the game, and we're going to do it. We're going to make this Let's Play a reality. And here we are, 5 months later. Just about, anyway. 4.5, 5, something like that. Finally here, at the end of the game. It's kind of surreal, actually. Like, it's been so long since I've finished a Let's Play that it's just surreal. And realistically, this makes me want to jump straight into another Tales game. And honestly, the next one on my list is probably Symphonia. But in terms, I was thinking of having that as the next, blind Tales of Let's Play. So I want some sort of break in between Tales of Let's Plays. As much as I'm sure Tales of fans out there would love to see my initial reactions to some of their beloved games. I know that Symphonia is, the top-rated one out of, the entire series. This one is also pretty high-rated, being a mothership title and all. I know there's some pretty low-rated ones, too. I believe Legendia is usually looked over a lot. I know the Vesperia is widely loved. I also have Grace's F, and I have both Zillia games. And Zestiria. And I pre-ordered Berseria. So, I have all the games. I just have to play them. So, that, we get to the end of the Let's Play, and reflections on the project are, I want to do it again. It was so much fun. I'm ready to go back and do it again. Of course, we're not going to do that. But, whatever.
you didn't come. I believe your presence was requested at Luke's coming-of-age ceremony at the Duke's Manor.
I'm not interested in some ceremony in front of Luke's grave.
That's why the both of you came here, isn't it?
He said he'd be back, so let the others sit around and tell stories at his grave. But I won't be joining them.
We should be heading back soon. The valley is dangerous at night.
Why are you here?
This place has a nice view of Hod. And also, I promised someone.
You're ready to save game completion data? Please do. Because damn. I know I earned it. Oh, geez. Which save file are we putting it in? Look at all these Eldrent save files. So this is the one right before the final boss, so I don't want to overwrite that. So I think we'll just move down to the next slot. Hopefully I don't need that save file. I know exactly where that save file is, too. That one is right before the fight with Lagretta. Yep. There it is. Clear data. Just shy of 66 hours. Damn. We're beat up. And so, with that, our journey in Uldrent has come to a close. With that, guys, if you enjoyed this Let's Play, make sure you leave a like down below. Dislike it if you thought it sucked. Leave a comment if you feel so obligated to do so. Go ahead, share your thoughts down below. And until the next one, guys, my name is Flarez. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you don't miss the next Let's Play. And I'll see you guys right back here for the very next Let's Play.